Hi, this is Saraj, Unleashing Talent, and welcome back on another podcast. Are you a graduate student or undergraduate student or an engineering student, or you've just completed your MBA, or you are pursuing MBA, or you are pursuing any professional courses? If your answer to these questions or any of these questions is yes, then what I'm going to talk to you is going to be helpful. I want you to think of, if you have to prepare for a corporate life, for a career, for interviews, what are the 10 things that you would focus on? Life in the corporate is very different than the life in the campus or in the college. So, one of the courses that we always discussed in the corporate was campus to corporate course, or they also call it college to corporate course. So the big question before you is, or you would like to understand, what is it that corporate need in you? What is it that they want in you? What is it that they look for in a candidate when they come to the college to hire, or when there is an open walk-in interviews, or if there is a pool campus, whatever is the means. If you have to move to the corporate has certain expectations from the college graduates. So what are those expectations? I have, based on my experiences, picked up top 10 competencies, or top 10 or core competencies, top 10 core competencies that are absolutely imperative for anyone who wants to be in the corporate, who wants to join in the corporate. Having a broader understanding of these skills and having a broader knowledge of these skills, having a broader understanding of these skills can get you a job. Most of the organizations hire people for great attitude, learning agility, and for their soft skills, communication skills. Today, it's a global economy. Now, organizations are hiring people who would work for them and support their global clients. So here are my top picks for the campus to corporate or college to corporate, or for any graduate or undergraduate students who's willing to get a job in the corporate. These skills can be a game changer for you. These are transformational skills. These are transitional skills. These skills help you get into the corporate and be successful in your initial days in the corporate. We also call it a bridge program. It is a bridge. You get ready to pass that bridge and move from your campus or college life to the corporate life. So that is what we call transition. It is a transition from your college or campus to the corporate, and you have to be ready to go through that bridge. So we call it a bridge course. So my bridge course has 10 different elements. Today I thought I would share with you those 10 commandments. I shouldn't say 10 commandments, but I should say those top 10 core competencies. And here are my 10. Number one, and I'm sure you would all agree, is the communication skill. Your ability to understand what is communication, what are different components of communications, and how it is important for you to succeed. The communication skills that you use in your college or campus can be helpful to get into the corporate, but not always. Corporate has a different level of communication skills. For example, if business communication is very different from the conversational language or communications in general. So my number one is the basics of communication skill. Number two is the business communication. Now, from campus to corporate, business communication means your ability to work with different types of people from different countries, different geographies, and you do instant messaging, chatting, emails, conversation, con calls. And how do you do that? What are some of the standards that you use for business communication? Number three is the clarity of thought. How do you bring that clarity of thought? When people talk to you, they look for clarity of thought in you. Usually we don't understand what it is, but the listeners understand that. So that's number three, the clarity of thought. My number four the listening skills. Very, very critical, and it helps you all your life in building relationship with people. So listening skills is not just listening, it is much more beyond that. It is also making people, asking questions to them so they speak, and then you listen intentionally. There are different components of listening skills. It is not as easy as or simple as it seems to be. My number 5 is the assertive skills, the assertiveness. How how assertive you are in your approach. So the point that you are putting forward, how assertively you're putting that point forward. So assertiveness is number 5. Number 6 is questioning skills. And this, remember, when we ask questions, sometimes those questions lead to conflicts. Those questions lead to problems within the relationship, right? So when you ask questions, people don't like to be asked questions. So when you ask questions in your general life, it is like inviting problems and issues, right? But questions are extremely important in the corporate life. Right questions, the way you ask question. Well, my number 7 is the presentation skills. Presentation is a part of corporate life. Either you will be part of a presentation, or you will be presenting yourself, or you will be building a presentation. So presentation skill is very important. It has so many different components. We train senior leaders for almost 2 to 3 days on presentation skills. A good presentation can get you $1 million business, $100 million business. A leader with great presentation skill is always in a great demand. So if you're looking to get into the corporate, be ready. Presentation skill is extremely important for you. Number 8 is public speaking. Many people are not comfortable talking in public, but in the organizations and companies, you always have situations when you talk to people, right? You talk to your clients, you talk to your managers, you talk to your team leads, you talk to your peers and juniors and seniors, and all of these are part of kind of public speaking. Public speaking does not mean you always address a gathering. It does mean that you are speaking before people, primarily people you don't know. So how comfortable you are before people you don't know. So that's what I call the public speaking. My number 9 is the storytelling. Every time we talk or speak in life, we tell a story, we build a story, and how well we do that story makes a great difference. So that is number 9. Number 10 is what we call the global communication skills, understanding various cultures, understanding cultural nuances, and so on and so forth. And there are some common skills like building your resumes and things like that, or interviews, and those are part of your communication skills or business communication skills. If you like some of these talks, please like and share, and definitely subscribe to our channel. And please do share your feedback and comments. Let me know what topics you want me to address. I hope you like this podcast. Thank you so much. Where all these components and core competencies are part of our program called the Young Talent Bridge Certificate program.